Alrighty, hello, we are live YouTube. Hello, Spotify, and everybody who is watching us or listening to us. This is Talk and Talk, conversation platform where we come to communicate in English, Spanish, French, Italian, and that's it. This is an immersion, a conversation. We're going to speak in English 100% of the time, and nobody here is going to correct or judge you. It's just a safe place to talk. Today we're talking about upskilling, and I am Bruna, the hostess, the one who created these questions some weeks ago, I think some months ago actually, and I couldn't guide the meeting because I had an appointment, something like this, so Gabi guided it to me, but I was there. I was thinking, no, I want to talk about it. I created the topic, so I brought it again to talk to you about that tonight. Well, as usual, I'm sorry, we start introducing ourselves. So I want to start with Gabi. Can you tell us a little bit about you, your hobbies, where you are from, and everything?
Sure. Good evening, guys. I'm Gabriele, but you can call me Gabi or Gabe. I'm 24 years old. Yesterday was my birthday. And I'm from Rio de Janeiro. And I work with customer success, but I graduated in international relations. And my hobby is do a fight called Hapkido.
That's really nice. That's really nice. Thank you so much, Gabi. It's been a long time since we talked, so it's really good to have you here with us. Thank you so much. I will go with the ladies first. So,
Thank you.
Taeyeon, what about you? Who are you?
Hello, guys. I'm Taeyeon. I'm from Salvador, but I'm living in Belo Horizonte, Minas Gerais. I'm software developer, and I don't know how to talk about myself. So,
what are your hobbies?
Huh?
What are your hobbies? What do you like to do in your free time?
Well, when I lived in Salvador, I used to run a lot, do gym and kind of stuff. But now I just not doing. I'm just studying much of the time. So just it.
That's nice. How long have you been living in BH?
When
did you start? Okay, so it's recent. Okay, very
Yes.
good. Thank you so much. You, your turn.
Hello, everyone. I'm Julie. I live in Belo Horizonte, and I will call Payani to go out. I am a lawyer and a journalist. I like to go to a park, and I like to do anything, just saw the sky, the trees, and they listen the birds in the park.
I loved it. Very good. Something like around nature, right? Environment. That's awesome. Very good. Thank you so much, you. And I loved that you and Ty live in Belo Horizonte. I was there last week. No, 2 weeks ago, and I just loved the place. I'm in love. I really need to go back. And last but not least, Fernando, how about you?
Hello, good evening. Well, I'm Fernando. I'm 33 years old. I live in Brasilia. This is my second week here on TNT. I'm really enjoying the platform. I like this format. And I work as an administrative assistant in a government agency. And some of my hobbies are, I like watching movies, really like watching movies and series, and music. I love music. It's one of my greatest passions in life. and I really like studying English too. I do it for pleasure. I really enjoy it, and I've been studying all the time, watching series, listen to music, writing down some words. So yeah.
I am a bit suspicious too because I love English too, so I feel you. And I will be the last. I forgot. I always forget to introduce myself. You know, it's terrible, I know. But I live in São Paulo. I work as a teacher and also a community manager. What else? Now I've been working here on Talk and Talk since June, I think, as a community manager, like most of the time. I've been here since September, and I started attending the meeting because I just didn't feel too comfortable with my English and mainly with my speaking skills, and that's why I started attending the meetings. Even though I was already a teacher, TNT helped me so much. And I think that's it, guys. Let's see what this upskilling is about. This thing. I want to start asking you. Now that while we were watching the video, they explained a little bit how to do it and everything. How do you guys think, or what do you guys think this culture of upskilling do for the workplace culture? How does it help a company? Let's start with you, Gabi. How do you think of what does upskilling do for workplace culture? Number 2.
To me, the upskilling helps to workplace culture to where employers are more qualified to do your jobs, and helps to be the company like a reference to like, oh, these employers are qualified to do your jobs, they know about everything, and that company have this these employers. So the workplace culture is the qualified employers, you know. And in my work, they want to do that. They want to do a certificate to us and apply little courses in at the company, and this will help to the company grow up, you know.
Yes, I loved it. It's really nice. While you were talking, I started to think that at the school I used to work last year, they didn't promote any upskilling process, and it was really bad because we needed to do it by ourselves, and it was terrible. So that's really nice that your company is looking forward to doing it, to starting doing it. That's really nice, and I loved what you said. Thank you so much for sharing. Fernando, what do you think about it? Do you agree with Gabi? Can you see other things this culture can bring?
I think it keeps the company on the market, I guess, because the companies are improving all the time, and they are the company that doesn't improves doesn't get better, they will get behind. So and also when people keep learning, they keep thinking and thinking about new ways to do that, new ways to sell a product or to do something in a creative way. So I think it's very important for the survivalness of the company.
Yeah, definitely. It's about being updated, right? Being up to date, comparing to the job market, to other companies, I think this is really, really important, right? Ju, how do you see it? Can you think of the benefits, other good things about it?
Yes, I agree with Fernando and Gabriela. I think the company became more competitive in the market.
I loved it. Very good. So it's yeah, this is a good point. Tai, does it work in your company? Like, does your company motivate the staff to upskill? How is it? Like, what do you think about it?
Well, now I'm not working, but at my last job, they didn't. So I think when there is something that the company has this culture to motivate the employees to keep studying and have this mentality of continuous improvement. As Fernando said, this come back to their it is reflected in their growth, because when you have a environment when people feel that they can grow and do more, they will do, and they will learn, they will grow, and they will give back this to the company. You know, in my field, in my industry, that is technology, that is something they talk a lot, because we can do what we are paid off to do. We are paid to do, but if we start to learn something else, we can return more value, you know. And sometimes we can just resolve problems that people did not see, because sometimes that's not something easy to see. And when the employees have this autonomy, I think, to learn more, they will see, I think that's a problem, and now I know that is a problem, I think I can study more to resolve it. So
You said so many things, yeah, about autonomy, and I think when we are talking about upskilling, right? Like we are talking about learning, and it's really nice what the guy said on the video about learning from other places, right? Like sometimes we can just like transfer the knowledge we had, I don't know, in a course in a different area, and like just transfer this to our daily routine, right? So I think this is also really nice, you know. I think this can be really helpful, as you were saying, because we can see from other perspectives, right? Very good. I didn't ask the other guys about their company, or they like, if you are not working, just like Tai, share with us if this usage should happen in the company you use it to work. Ju, how was it in the company that you use it to work? Like, did the company motivate you to upskill or not? How was it?
At the moment, I'm not inside any company, but in the last company, yes, motivate too much. I had one scholarship for my second graduation, and the others courses inside the platform, the company.
It's really nice, a great idea, and it's really nice that they offer you the the chance to do like a graduation course. I think that's amazing, and it's really important, right? Of course, it's not all like all companies that have the chance to afford something like this, but if you're working for like a big company, I think it's an amazing strategy. Yeah, thank you so much, and I'm glad you had this chance too. Fernando, how about you? How is it in the company you've been working? You work for the government, right? How
Yeah,
is it? How is it for you?
boring. It's kind of it's a administrative job, so it's kind of boring. And the system is kind of mechanic. It doesn't allow us we do different things, innovating in the area. But the company, they do help us in a way, because they allow us to, not the company, the government, it's a law, but they allow us to get a license. Each 5 years we get 90 days, 3 months of license to study whatever you want in the professional field. So it's very important, and we are kind of free to decide. So I took some English courses. That is something that I like. The company always help us to. There was a expression, Dutch. I forgot the expression, but they share the costs of an English course with us during a period of time. So yeah, we have some benefits that help us, but not exactly in the job that we are doing.
I feel you. Very good. That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. And it's good to know they offer this too. I forgot to answer, but nowadays here, I don't know, maybe like most of the things I've been learning, I've been doing on my own, like I started like taking a course this year. And then like Philip usually goes like with me to the events, which is really nice. But since this job, like being a community manager, is something new for me, I am just like taking the course. I'm learning every day, like we've been going to some events and things like this. But in general, it's like something it's in progress, so I've been upskilling. Yeah. And I think that's it. But I'm still learning how to be a community manager. So it's new for me. Well, I want to ask Gabi, question number 4. What training have you had over the years for your job? Because you said like your company is starting to like think about it, but when you started like working there, have you had any training, or during this time, how was it for you, this process?
I became to another area, like I became from international relations. So when I started this job this year in January, was completely new, everything for me. I have training, how can I say, is Zoom streaming platforms, or video conference platforms.
Online meetings, things like this, and online course.
Yeah, I started to use these online platforms of video conference, and I was training in using that in my last job. So I have this experience to this, but I need to start to study about. mm, can I say English?
Of course,
uh,
if you want to say it in Portuguese, it's okay, all right? No problem at all.
Okay, I started to study about Bolsa de Valores, and área de relações com investidores, investor relations, and think about open market, and things about that. And I need to study for myself to start this job. So I don't need any course, but I need to start to study alone.
Very good. And this is also upskilling, right? Which is amazing that you are interested in, like, and of course you needed to study it. So that's great. Thank you so much for sharing. And for Bolsa de Valores, if I'm not mistaken, you can say stock market, I think.
Stock market.
Yes. Very
Thank you, Bruna.
so much. Thank you for sharing with us. And Ty, how about you? Share with us. Now that you are like off, have you been doing some training or during your career? How was it for you?
Now I am studying in an online course that's I don't know how I explain this very well, but there is this course that approach the web development technologies that the market is mostly using nowadays. Then I'm doing it, but it is not something official, in Portuguese, we say curso livre, because there is no relation with MEC, and this is not graduation, But I am almost finished. I am in the last one module, and I choose do this because in this field, I already did a technical course, but the ementa of the MEC in the technology field is I don't know how to say archaico. So
Like
when very old and not use it anymore. So when you do a technical course or graduation, we not necessarily is learning the technologies and tools you are applying in the market. So I choose to pay for this course because it is made for people who are in the market using these new technologies. And in this market, everything changes so fast. So the next question is about 5 years. So in my area, in the 5 years, the technology I'm studying today maybe not exist anymore. So
you answered the question that I was about to ask you later, but it's okay. It's okay. No problem at all. I loved what you said, because this is something so common. Like sometimes we go to college and then when we need to face the market, you realize there's nothing to do with what you learned, and then you may think, oh my God, why did I go to college? And then we have a lot of people say college is not important anymore, because sometimes if you take courses only, like you can get a good job, but at the same time in college, like we usually get a good base, right? So it's really, really difficult, but I totally feel you. And it's nice that you are like doing this course, and I think it's totally okay too. Very good. Thank you for sharing. Jules, how about you? Share with us. What training have you had over the years for your job in your area?
At the moment, I'm doing one course about data protection. it's more practical, and I need to doing the documents for my clients, and I doing two post graduate and the law. I don't know what say in the English, but law to consumer and the law to entrepreneur. Yes, in English, of course.
You are literally upskilling a lot, right? Like 2 post-graduations, English courses. Oh my God, Ju, that's a lot. Very good. No, but it's nice. It's nice. Amazing. I loved it. Congrats, girl. Congrats, because it's a lot of things. So I feel you. Very good. Fernando, how about you? Thank you, Ju.
Oh, about the company, I just had a 3 days training when I start working, and didn't help a lot. You know, this public service is kind of backwards, yet still is, but it start changing little by little, step by step. Like 5 years ago, even the system, it seems like we were in the 19s, and now it seems that we are in the 20s. So it's improving a little bit, but it has a lot to improve. And in the meanwhile, I'm working on in my my own qualification, my own upskills. Yeah. I really like English, so I graduated in languages, letras. I don't know how to say this course in English. I
It's
think
like language English, yeah.
yeah. And I am studying a post-graduation in teaching methodology. So because that's my goal, to become an English teacher in the future. So yeah, I'm trying to do my part.
Yes, you are. Definitely. That's awesome. And you should start teaching. I don't know if you have already started or not. Have you?
No, not yet, because I keep postponing because
Oh,
I think
come on.
I feel that I'm
Just
not ready.
when you find your first student, then it's going to be like the first step. So but I totally feel you. When I started like teaching, I also took the course and everything, like graduation language and everything, but I never felt ready, like I always thought, oh my God, no, my English is not enough, and it was really difficult. Then once I sent my resume to a school, then I went to the interview and it worked, and I was like, oh, I mean, I will be a teacher, and it was
Yeah,
really nice. So I don't know, yeah.
it's among my New Year's resolution for the next year.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. Very good. Thank you so much for sharing with us. I think I asked everybody, right? This year, as a community manager, as I was telling you, I've been taking a course at a place called Community Management School, and it's awesome. And as a teacher, I took the graduation course, as I was saying, and just like Ty, I've been taking some free courses, like on how to teach online, better online strategies, some other like methodologies, because now, like in college, we don't learn too much of online teaching. So I really missed it, how to use the tools better. So the last courses I took were about online teaching in general. Well, guys, I want to share with us, what are the trainings or courses that you would like to take in the future? if you want to share more, like, oh, I think of, I don't know, changing career, being, I don't know, being something else, doing something else, just share with us. Ju, let's start with you. What are you thinking of the future? Any course you would like to take, any specific course, or it's enough for now?
Honestly, in the future, I want to relax, but
That's good too.
but I know I need to do one course, actually a certificate in data protection, the EXIM. It's important to me in the future.
Very good. But like in how many times? You like in 3 years, in 4 years, or in a short term?
I put my plan in 3 years.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Maybe a medium term, not too short, not too long, right? I loved it. Very good. Tai, how about you? Besides this one you are taking, are you planning to take any courses or trainings?
I would like to enroll at a graduation, because certification of graduation is important in the Brazilian market. So I would like to do software engineering. And when the dollar low down, or I started to receive in dollar, I would like to get a certification at Agile, I don't know how to pronounce, but Agile methodologies.
Agile methodologies.
Agile methodologies, because that is something big in my field. But unfortunately, there is no Brazilian company registered to give that. So there are only American ones, and we have to pay in dollar. And I am postponed it.
Come on, really? I didn't know about it. I have a student who is actually, no, yeah, it's true. I know a student that she's also learning about it, but everything is in English. I was thinking here, but yeah, that's bad. So I really hope you can take it, and it's going to be good too, because you're going to learn a lot of English too, and like practice, right? Reading a lot of English. So it's not just about the content, about the language too. Going to be nice. Then it may open the doors to other opportunities abroad, maybe. Can you imagine? That's awesome. I'm here rooting for you, Tai. Fernando and you, what are the plans for the future? Any training or course? Which?
Not exactly a course, but I would like to go abroad to experience another country, especially a country which the first language is English. I would like to experience that for, I don't know, 6 months, 1 year. Yeah, I just like to experience that. And a course, I don't know how to not study. I need to be studying all the time. So I'm doing. I've been doing this post graduation. After maybe I do another graduation, because I have interest in a lot of different fields. Yeah, but something that I like just for pleasure, and maybe become a professional in the future. I don't know. Like English, which that is a surprise for me, because 4 years ago I didn't know how to speak in English, and I didn't know that I would become a teacher in the future. So life is full of surprises.
Definitely is. Thank you so much. I will just ask you something. Have you thought of the country already? Like any country in mind or not?
Yeah, I thought about Canada uh, because I would like to visit experience those mountains and the snow, of course. But I also would like to visit UK because I like the Beatles, and I would like to visit the museums and the place of the music history there. I like the British bands too, so
Very good.
it would be nice.
Yeah, thank you so much. I loved it. Nice ones. Gabi, and you, what are the trainings and courses you've been thinking about that you would like to take in the future?
So I want to do a course related to my area, like international relations. And I want to do a post-graduation in international marketing or human's rights. I don't know, or both. But I want to return to my area and me specialize more in that. And I want to come back to study Italian. So come back to an Italian course because I started it in the past. I learned basic in Italian, but I don't improve more, and I stopped because I need to improve my English and Spanish. So I focus on both and stop Italian, but I want to return.
Yeah, I really like it's definitely one of our goals for the next year to start the Italian classes. Now that we already have the Spanish and French, that's like one of our biggest goals for the next year here, in the community to have Italian classes. I hope it comes soon and you can join us here too. Guys, go ahead, Gabi. Do you want to add something? I really hope to see you
No,
there.
I want to do that to start to. But when I talk in Italian, I confuse to Spanish. I don't know why. So I talk like Italian Spanish. It's very difficult.
They're similar, right? Like similar words, so it's complicated. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing, Gabi. Guys, every time we're talking about job, we usually talk about skills, right? So the skills you have, hard skills, soft skills, these are really famous words, right? We always talk about it when we're talking about jobs. So what skills are paramount in your job? What skills are necessary, are really important in your job, and why? And you can also share which of these skills or which skills are important in your area and you still need to improve or to upskill. Let's start with you, Fernando. What skills are paramount in your job?
Patience, first of all. Every day something weird happen in the system or especially with people. So yeah, I would say this ability of solve problems and some basic abilities with computers. It's not so much. It's like I said, it's a mechanic and repetitive job. You just have to get used to it and solve problems.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I will ask the girls about theirs, and I want to go back to you for you to think about the skills of being a teacher, like what skills like teachers need, and if you have all of them, or like which ones do you think you need to improve? All right, because I know this is in your goals for the future. So let's start with you, Time. What skills are paramount in your job? Do you have all of them? Which do you need to upskill?
Now I just learned a new word. I did not think paramount means something, but nice. And I think there are two principles. That is fast thinking. No fast think, because it's just about think in steps. You have to know how to solve a problem. You have to think about the steps to solve this problem and how to communicate this problem. That's the first. And the second one is know how to relate with people, because we did not work alone. So come back to the problem. We have to solve the problem and sometimes explain someone what we did, and if we can solve this problem alone and you have to ask help, we have to know how to ask, and I think that's the way to communicate with people and talk to them how you think. That's very important. In fact, in some interviews, that is the most evaluate, It's not about you solve the problem, but how you communicate the solution that you think. It is more important than the solution itself. So
Yeah,
and I am really improving both. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's great, because we usually think like, oh, if you work in IT or if you work in the tech area, you are always like working by yourself, Of course, for those who are in the area, like, that are always a team, right? Like doing it. But like for those who are seeing it like from the outside, it's like, oh, the guy is working alone on his computer, when it's actually not like that, right? So that's amazing what you brought. Thank you so much. Ju, how about you? What are the skills that are paramount, that are really important in your job?
I think that's crucial. Communication and like Taeyeon, think the things in steps and the process and the patience.
Very good. Patience and communication, yeah. Both amazing skills that I also need in my area, but I will talk about me in a few minutes. Let's hear from Gabi first. Gabi, how about you? Communication too, patience, any of these that the guys mentioned, share with us.
Yeah, patience mostly because I deal with customer success, so I deal straight with the clients, and the clients may sometimes they were really really bad, and you need patience to, or they don't understand. When you explain something, you need to explain easier, mostly on the internet, most online, because it's difficult for many people to deal with things online. So you need to be very patient. And I think resilience too, because sometimes things don't work and you need to adapt it with um I don't know if you know my job, but I do two online events like earning calls, assemblies, conference results, investors day. So to organize these things, you need to be resilient, because when a client don't give us all the information, and sometimes in the 1 minute to the event, they call, oh, I forgot that you need that, and you need to do at the time. You not have time to think so much. You just need to do. And besides that, I think organizing, because when you do online events, you need to organize all the things you need to ask to your clients. You need to do the meetings and organize all the things to not need to be like that. Can have a problem, but you do all the things to not have this problem. So you organize your agenda to check all the time if
avoid
something is missing. Yeah, something is
avoid having.
missing, or information is missing someone, and you need to organize all the things. I think this
Yeah,
is
very good.
that.
Yeah, just to organize things to avoid having problems. So I totally agree with you. Organization is really key to your job. Yeah, very good. Guys, I know I told Fernando I would ask him again, but I really liked the last question, so I will ask you guys this one. We just have some minutes, so like you can go straight to the point, all right? So if someone were to start in your area today, which advice would you give? And also, what are good courses or good professionals in your area that you would recommend to this person? Maybe like someone who is interested in your area might be watching us tonight, so they can see us and get this advices, Fernando, let's start with you.
This is difficult for me because it's not a job that I relate to. I do this job because I have to pay my bills, and I think I do a good job, but it's not something that I would like to spend all my life doing it because it's boring. So I would say, are you sure that is that you want? It's yeah, if you want to stay in our office, nothing, any adventures, go forward. But if you want something different, study something else and do whatever you want, you really want to do, because happiness is about that, I guess.
Definitely. Very good. Thank you so much. I totally feel you. Very good. You, how about you?
I think it's important in my area, study manager. For this, I do an MBA in business and negotiation. I think it's pretty important know about manager.
Very good, very good. That's awesome, Ju. And I think this is like management. I think it's something important in many areas, right? For everybody, I think only if you don't want to be like a manager, have these like leadership skills. But I think in general we learn a lot from it, right? Thank you so much. And you, Gabi, if someone were to start in your area now, what advice would you give?
So it's a hard area to deal with people and so many problems. So the first thing I talk to the new guy that is invest in your mental health because you need it. And like problems will become, I think, the practice and the experience will start to do that, the problems can happen less, but the experience you become you are in like a confident professional. You start to check more your events. So is it about experience? Don't freak out. Time is the best. With
That's
the
true.
time you improve.
Yeah, it's really nice what you said, because like usually when we are started doing something or when we are studying in a new area, I think we are so afraid of making mistakes and of not doing the right thing. And I totally feel you, and I really liked what you said. That's a gift. That's a great advice. Thank you so much. Thank you. It was really important. Tai, how about you? What advice would you give for someone in your area if this person were new?
Well, I would say not believing people who said you will be rich in 6 months. That is not true. And be resilient, because it's not easy. There is ups and downs. How Gabi said, invest in your mental health, because you work with our mind. And also, if you to someone who starts now, if you can do a graduation, start a university, because even you are not learn from that what you will have to work. It's easy to get into markets when you start experience from estágio, from there is experience, and keep studying, because we have to study. Like I said, the technologies you use today cannot have the possibility to not exist in 5 years, so have to keep studying. And that's it.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. That was awesome. Yeah, you said some really nice stuff. And I think mine would be like you girls, Gabi and you, Tai, like talked about mental health. This is really important. If someone like were there like talking to me today about being a community manager, I would say don't be afraid of talking to people, and this is something I still need to work on a little bit. I am a bit ashamed of like just like sending messages saying, oh, how are you doing, just like trying to start talking. Even though I am really communicative here, I am a bit ashamed of just like sending messages to other people, and like really talking to them. But I think I will improve, just like Gabi said. Some things just need time, right? I have just started in the area, so I will not be so hard on me, I think it's about being patient. Guys, we are running out of time, just 1 minute. Don't forget to send your feedback. Please come back more often. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Gabi, Tai, Fernando, and Ju. I really hope you have enjoyed. I loved our talk tonight. And tomorrow at 5 p.m. I'm here too. You are more than invited to join me. We are talking about literacy. This is my invitation for you. All right. If you're not here tomorrow, have a great Christmas. Enjoy your night and your family, your friends. I hope you get a lot of love from them. All right. Have a great night. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Right. Merry
Thank you.
Christmas,
Thank you,
everyone.
Bruna.
Bye.